How many types of gem are there? The gem ceremony is acknowledged as the Alevi way of uniting hearts in conversation, education, worship, manners, sharing, wisdom, and journeying on the path. In this sense, the gem practice, which has multiple aims, is the way that Alevis pray on earth. To summarize, in Alevism, the gem practice, with its conversations, is about addressing the social problems, troubles, and general issues of our age, bringing together contemporary Alevi doctrine, belief, and philosophy with the ancient memory of these beliefs. It is a way to prepare people for the establishment of this world as a paradise, and to help souls serve the Alevi path through the ancient words of God and through conversation. The questioning in the conversation offers solutions to today's social problems, opening up the path and giving hope. This journey is everlasting. It is the name of a never-ending path and the oath taken to this path. Alevis have several different gem ceremonies. Although they may share some similarities, each type of gem has its own function, providing specific guidance and teachings. The main types of gem that have been widely practiced in Alevi history are listed below, but they may have different regional names. These are Gorgu Gemi, Ikrar Gemi, Musahiplik Gemi, Dushkunluk Gemi, Koldan Kopan Gemi, Abdal Musa Gem, Dardan Indirme Gem, Huzur Gemi, Nauruz Gemi, Ikrar Gemi. The Ikrar is an oath given by people who are about to embark on the path. Ikrar Gemi. The Ikrar is an oath given by people who are about to embark on the path. They promise their loyalty to the path at the gem in the presence of the male or female spiritual leaders and other members of the society. The Ikrar gem is held so that this oath can be taken. Ikrar is also a second spiritual birth on the road to Alevism. Those who take this oath at the gem take on the responsibility of complying with the rules, institutions, and teachings of the Alevi path. In Alevi belief, this oath does not entail submission or allegiance to any person. On the contrary, Alevism is not about submission. It is about resistance and defiance. Rather than expressing loyalty to people, Alevism is an oath to the path with its teachings and codes.
Dilekleriniz kabirlere, muratları sasırullah, İmam Hüseyin Şah Mardalı, gönlünüzü pak, yüzünüzü ak eyleye, bu yoldan, bu demden, bu devreden ayırmaya, Şah Merdanlı, dallı budaklı de, ağzından da dilim olmaya.
Musahiplik, companionship gem. In Alevi beliefs, Musahiplik is a lifelong companionship along the path. It used to be established between two married couples. The couples would act in solidarity with each other in good, bad, or challenging times, sharing economic, social, and spiritual matters. Those who are to become companions, Musahib, give an oath at this gem ceremony, expressing their loyalty to the codes and responsibilities of the role in the presence of the community. At the Musahiplik gem ceremony, there are conversations about the importance of companionship to social solidarity and sharing. Songs called nefes are sung, the dance called sema is danced, and a special food is shared. The hearts become one. The practice of companionship has been weakened by migration, urbanization, and a loss of function that has also affected other traditional institutions of the Alevi path. This type of gem is virtually non-existent today due to the challenges of meeting the heavy responsibilities of the Musahiplik code in today's difficult living conditions. Gorgu gem. This is one of the most important gem ceremonies in the Alevi community. It is a ceremony to establish communal codes and bring about unity, togetherness, communal peace, and inner peace. It takes place once a year. The participants are those who have taken an oath to the path. The person enters the place of God in the presence of spiritual leaders and followers. Their conduct and approach over the past year is acknowledged. There is a process of questioning to observe whether they have lived in accordance with the Alevi codes of decency and conduct and abided by the rules of the path. If the person has fulfilled the codes and teachings of the path that year, the spiritual leaders and others acknowledge it and give their consent. However, if they have neglected the codes and teachings, and their conduct and path is not considered to be proficient, they are declared as transgressed.
Make sure to refill all that you spill, and bring laughter to all those you made cry. Be sure to build all that you destroy. You are given a tongue, so speak up. Come to the gem and speak truth. A son of the brave is being questioned in the gem.
Transgression gem. This is also called Koldan Kopma Gemi, which literally means diverging from the branch. This type of gem happens in the context of a Gurgu Gemi. It is where people considered to have transgressed are judged. In other words, these are people who have committed crimes or acted against the community, thereby breaking the rules of Alevi conduct and the code of the path. The word transgressed is used for those who have done things that are forbidden by Alevi beliefs and have behaved contrary to the manner and ethics expected. In these situations, there are various sanctions. Firstly, before the person is declared transgressed, they are warned by the spiritual leaders, guide, or mentor. If the person continues despite these warnings, they are declared transgressed. When the chosen sanctions expire, the person's status as transgressed is lifted at a gem ceremony.
We are Alevis. I'm proud to be an Alevi, because Alevis are progressive people. They are cultured and enlightened. They are people with a hand, a heart, and a tongue. If a soul wants to enter the Alevi path, they take an oath of loyalty to their hands, tongue, heart, partner, work, and food. Every year, they undertake a self-criticism session at the ceremony, assessing the good and the bad in their own actions. They ask their questions here in this world, in the place of God and in the presence of others. Alevis are well-meaning people. They avoid disagreeable behavior. Despite this, they have always been subjected to humiliation, discrimination, and massacres. Major massacres took place in Karbala, Dersim, Marash, Sivas, and Ghazi. Alevis were burnt and destroyed. Every year, we Alevis mourn and commemorate those we have lost. We cook special food and recite prayers called Gulbeng in their honor. But although we Alevis suffer oppression, we never invite it. As Hünkar Hacı Bektaşi Veli said, even if we are hurt, we do not hurt others.
Abdal Musa Gem. This is the first gem ceremony of the year. It is held every year in autumn, so that peace can be established between those who have personal disagreements and also among the community in general. A ceremony takes place to commemorate Abdal Musa. A special food named after Abdal Musa is distributed.
Geldiğiniz yolda, durduğunuz darda, çağırdığınız birde, hizmet ettiğiniz yerde hak yardımcınız Şah-ı Merdan Ali duacınız olsun. Allah. Gönüldeki dileklerinizi, gönüldeki muratlarınızı ihsan eylesin. Allah. Emeğinizi, hizmetinizi zayiye götürmesin. Allah. Hizmet sahipleri hizmetlerinden, lokma sahipleri lokmalarından şefaat olsun. Ehli beytin darından, didarından, katarından ayırmasın. Birlik beraberliğinizi daim ve sürekli eylesin. Aranızda fitne, fesat, bozguncuya fırsat vermesin. Bir bizden, ne fesattan, himmetlerimizin kanacı bektaş verdinler. Gerçeğe hü memine yali. Ali yardımcınız, Hızır yoldaşınız olsun.
Eyvallah.
Dardan indirme Cem. This ceremony is performed when a soul dies. It is an occasion when the dead person and their acquaintances, partner, friends, and colleagues can settle their differences and say goodbye. The deceased person's companions are received in the ceremonial area. If there were no companions, the group is made up of 2 women and 2 men, who may be the person's partner, daughter, son-in-law, grandson, or close relatives. They stand in the place of God, before the spiritual leader who is running the gem ceremony. This group becomes the representatives of the deceased person. They are responsible for their material or spiritual debts to others. These responsibilities are carried out according to Alevi traditions and the codes of the gem ceremony. The righteous will be repaid in the court of God. Sultani Nauruz Gem. The 21st March every year is called Sultan Nauruz Day, and the gem ceremony carried out on this day is called the Sultan Nauruz ceremony. It is the start of spring and signifies the birth of Imam Ali, Asay, and nature. In many Middle Eastern and Asian cultures, Nauruz is celebrated to mark the start of a new year or a liberation day. On Sultan Nauruz Day, people normally gather outside or inside the Gemevi. A special ceremony is held to mark this important day. At the end of the ceremony, the fire of Nauruz is lit, the meal is cooked, and juice and milk are shared. Hızır Gem. In Alevi beliefs, Hızır is someone who helps people in difficulty, finds a remedy for those in trouble, and resolves all problems. Hızır is a noble person who believed to come when called with the words, Ya yetiş Hızır, yetiş yaboz atla Hızır, and help the person in trouble. Among Alevis, there is a maxim that expresses this perfectly. May Hızır be your friend, Hızır give you help. Hızır reaches those who are in difficulty. Alevis hold a 3-day fast between 31st January and 2nd February, called the Hızır fast, which is followed by a celebration. The Hızır gem ceremony takes place on the final day of this fast. At this ceremony, there is conversation about the importance of social harmony, prosperity, equality, and sharing, as well as solidarity with those in trouble. In a sea of poverty, deprivation, injustice, and oppression, it is taught that everyone should have equality, freedom, and justice, and live with dignity.
Oturan duran govsuz gıybetsiz, sırrı sır ederek evine varanın, Hak Muhammed Ali yardımcısı, gözcüsü olsun.
May the words be ours, may the breath be from Hunkara Pir, and may God give acceptance. God is the truth. Greetings to all followers. May those who go have our blessing, and may those who stay be welcomed.